All right, let's get rolling if you don't mind. We'll call the meeting to order. Liz, will you please do roll call?
Okay, well, I think it's easier just to say the names and then I just check it off. Because some aren't on the list that are present, if that's okay.
Kevin Hunt, respect. Russell Forsyth, respect.
Cole Ruiz, Louis Gosselin.
Keith Lewis, county judge. Ronnie Rooney, West Medina.
Robert Parker, Medina.
Bobby Buchanan.
Jeremy Jelani, LaCoste.
John McNally, Hondo. John Aaron, City of Mother.
Laura, Liz, yes, you want her?
Laura Evans, East Stephen.
Greg Rowley, D of A.
Brian Sullivan, here.
Scooter Michael, Yankee, Water.
Larry Taylor, pretty good.
Jessica Castellani, Medina County.
All right, next item is consider approval of the minutes from April 8, 2025. If we can have a motion to accept the minutes as written and give them approved.
Make a motion.
Second? Second. All in favor? Consider approving of the new bylaws. I think Cole sent them out. I don't know if everybody's had the opportunity to read them. If you have not, we can actually table it and make adjustments to them. Has everybody had a chance to read them?
Would this be the time for questions?
Absolutely.
Okay. Forgive me if I overlooked it. I know that we've talked about apportioning, the ways we would apportion whose share was what. And that's going to vary from year to year, budget-wise. But does that need to be addressed in the bylaws somewhere?
We can certainly add it to the bylaws. It's in the agreement, and the agreement is a governing document. Ultimately, it's the probably outranks the bylaws. I think it actually would be prudent to put that into the bylaws for a number of reasons, just so that it's abundantly clear what the expectations are. And in the event someone's looking for that information in the future at some point, if this alliance outlives the folks that are around the table, that they know exactly what the expectation is. So
That would be easy enough to borrow that language from the agreement to this.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. I think it would be helpful to the future.
Any other comments on the bylaws? Can we have a motion to approve them with the addition of what Mr. McAnally just went over?
I so move.
Second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Bylaws have been approved. Consider and review payments due. Liz, you want to go over that?
I did in fact email over the bill that is currently due. I have individual invoices for every entity so that they can take back to whoever they came to. Last bills have been taken care of, so we are only holding off on this one that just came due.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Review for checking account. I actually talked to the bank, and we either need to get a tax number or there was a different number that we needed. So I'm not sure which direction we need to head, Cole, but we got to get that accomplished.
Yeah, let me just comment on that real quick. So this group won't have a tax ID because it's not an entity. This is a collection of entities. So from a legal perspective, if you wanted to get a tax ID, you have to form an LLC or something like that. What I would, and I can talk to the bank with you if we need to, what I would propose is that when this group appoints, the Alliance by contract has appointed Yancey as the administrator. So we probably want to talk to the bank to figure out what kind of authorizations they need for Yancey to hold in trust whatever the funds are from this group.
We'll call them tomorrow then. Okay. We'll do a conference call. Good deal. All right. Item number 7 is discussion of the Senate and House bill progress. What I will say before we go any further, thanks to the judge and Cole, I've made personally, like 3 or 4 trips up to Austin in the last month, and we've made great headway on the bill. But I think I'll let the judge explain what's going on, and I can't thank you enough for all that.
He said this, it's so simple, Cole said I can handle it.
But first of all, thanks for what you've done, because we sure accomplished a lot in the last 30 days.
Yeah, no, I think, Cole, it's just been a team effort, but basically, we went to the House for a hearing at the committee, and I felt like we were successful there, or Senate first rather, and no, House first. And then the Senate one went well as well, but when it was time for them to carry the Williamson County bill, which is SB 616, and it went onto the floor, and I'm really going to attribute to Cole working on as well. They were able to carry an amendment for our ASR onto that bill, which put it on the fast track. And at this point, we're just waiting on the reconciliation portion to come back over from the House back over to the Senate side so they can reconcile it. He read my note, at least I can see that. That's always good with iPhone. I'm checking just to see if there's been any updates on, it should be back over there and they should be working on that, but all the indications were as soon as they got it back, they would get through that process. So we feel like we're in a strong state. Hold on about having the Williamson County portion of it also, because they've been working this thing well in advance, way in advance of us. So that we're on that bill with them should put us in a good spot.
And Verdell, so we're,
Oh, yeah, both of them, Flores and Verdell were both very helpful with us in the process, and their folks along with it. Very much.
Great support to it all. Thanks, Judge. Thanks, Cole. Consider any other business? Anybody have any questions or comments? While we're on that, I will bring up Thursday. We have an appointment with the Texas Water Development Board. Grant lady, she'll be at Yancey. I mentioned to Russell there that we may get him on cell phone or whatever, so we can get that process moving and get rolling. See where we go. Members or public comments? Motion to adjourn?
That's easy.
so moved.
Second? All in favor? Meeting adjourned.
I just need 2 people to sign the minutes, please.
Yeah.